we are here to talk to you guys about Autonome and also the different tracks that we have offered in this hackathon itself. So Autonome is basically a way for you to quickly deploy your AI agents on our platform. So we'll host the agent for you, and all the inference and all these things will be also done on our site. The things that you have to do as a developer is either you can submit one of the custom frameworks that you have designed by yourself or you created yourself, and then you will be able to launch it on our platform, or you would want to just use one of the more prominent ones, for example, Eliza framework, Agent Kit, and so on. And you can just one-click deploy your agent using the platform itself. So within this hackathon itself, we have 3 different tracks. I believe that some of them are on this site itself. So there's one which is for the best DeFi agent, and one for the best social agent, and the last one is more like an open category for people to think of what are the things that want to do with the AI agent. So just to quickly go through the tracks itself. The first track itself is to hope that we will get some submissions that's related to DeFi. So as you know, some Agent Kit itself is an AI agent framework that already interacts with the base network. And if you can use that as a basis for creating your own framework, or you will just use it to fine-tune your agent to interact with, let's say, base mainnet, to find out, like, let's say, the best use source, the best swap rates, and with the least slippage, it will be something that we want to look at. So this is for this track. And the requirement for submission itself is for you guys to launch an agent using our platform. So the platform will host, the Autonome platform will host your agent, and will require you to interact with this agent through an API service that we have with your, and you'll have to build a user interface for the users to tap in and use your service, for example. So the user interface can be anything. It can be a Telegram bot, it can be a Discord bot, or it could just be a simple web app as well. So yeah, that's for the first track, and this for second track, the best social agent. We are looking for people who are more in tune with like the current trend. So for example, now we have it all started with Truth Terminal, as we know, and then we have AI XPT and so on, that does financial, social sharing and so on. So if you can create and fine-tune your agent, let's say with Eliza framework, to be very creative in the way that you tweet and engage the social networks, of, for example, on Twitter or on Discord or the supported network, let's say that Eliza actually supports, that's something that we want to reward as well. So that's for best social agent. It's quite self-explanatory, so I will not elaborate further. As similar to it as well, it needs a platform for you for the users to actually interact with it. So the user interface could be you can tweet and it will reply you in the tweet itself, or it could be on a Telegram site, and if anyone asks the question to the bot, then the bot will reply. So this is one way to do it, or another way is to do it like some of these other agents that have this web app itself that has a chat terminal where you can actually talk to the agent directly from it. With some kind of like special permissions. For example, it requires NFT to talk to the agent, or requires a certain amount of tokens in order to qualify for the speaking to the agent. So yeah, that's something that we look at as well. And the last part is an open category for people to just talk to create their own agent to do different tasks that are not related to social or on DeFi. And it can be something like, for example, there's some people who build an agent to interact with food orders. And there's people who do health tracking with the AI agent itself as being like the one who keeps them responsible for their own health. So this is something that we want to look at as well. And if you guys are more in line of like just creating agents that are not actually in the trend right now, you can actually go for this category, and we would like to see what you guys can create. So that's for the tracks explanations, and I'll just quickly go into the platform itself. So the platform itself, we have this interface once you're logged in. So you need the Google login. Once you're logged in, you'll just see this dashboard here at dev.autonome.fund. And the frameworks that we have that's already installed is Eliza framework, Agent Kit, and Hyperbolic. And you can just click deploy, and you can deploy whichever ones, whichever frameworks that you personally like the most. But you can also upload your own framework as well. So for example, you want to upload your Docker image framework, you can do it here. What you have to do is that you just put in the name, description, the Docker image. So you have to upload to Docker Hub, and then just put in the Docker Hub the ID, and then for the chat endpoint can be anything, the port can be anything as well, and then the chat request schema is basically just to define what's the request and the response, how it's going to be like, so you can interact with it from the API perspective. So right, this for uploading your own framework. Later, I'll show you a video on how to do so. And without further ado, I think we probably just quickly click on deploying Eliza agent. So once you are in here, you will see you have to choose the deployment type. So it is verifiable and non-verifiable. This actually is just an add-on that we have in this platform. So we allow people to leverage T as a service so that they have a verifiable agent is running. So you know that you're actually talking to an agent, it's not some human behind it. So that's one. And this, if you just choose verifiable, you just leverage on T technology. And then from here on, you just click on name, you can just key in anything, let's say, for example. And once you're done with that, then just go for the config and tune and tweak the initial persona of the agent itself. So for example, here we have a few that has already been uploaded by our side. So you can choose like Andrew Ted, Dragonfly, Tadino, VC, and so on. Let's say I choose Darren Lau as one of the frameworks here, and it will just basically input the name and also the BIOS, the style of the way that it actually tweets and chat with you, and so on and so forth. So these are all the things that is self-explanatory. You have to just key in yourself. And it's very similar to the requirements in the environment file for the Eliza framework. So if you deploy before an agent with Eliza framework, you will see the same variables that you need to actually key in here as the parameters. So once you're done with this, you will be able to just click on submit, and you will be able to deploy the agent. So for here, let me see. Okay, so once you're done with once you click on submit, you need to key in the Twitter username, the password, and the email. And for the AI, for the OpenAI fees and for the inference payments, those will be done by us. So we have you will be leveraging on our keys instead. So this is only required when you actually choose to interact with it through Twitter. So if you just disable Twitter in a client, then you just don't you don't need to actually do anything. Yeah. So you don't need to key in your Twitter password and username. Do note that the Twitter login for Eliza is always an issue, especially because we do host the agent on your behalf, so the IP is different. So what you have to do is to do like a VPN login to US East, and you'll be able to once you're logged in, you verify that you actually exist in that region, then the Twitter login site will not block you. So that's one thing to take a note of. But once you're done with all the different parameters, you can just deploy the agent. We do have this promo code system for this hackathon. So for this hackathon itself, if you require a promo code, you have to go to Discord, and there will be a Google form for you to register. Once you register in the Google form, within a single working day, we will give you the promo code, and you can start deploying the agent. I will not be deploying an agent right now because it will take some time. Once you click on deploy, usually the whole thing will take roughly 5 or 10 minutes to finish deployment, and then you can start chatting with the agent. So let's take a look at one of the deployed agents. So for example, NATO here. So this is the page that you have once you have deployed the agent. So this is the managed agent page, as we call it. So and once you're here, you will be able to check out like project name, Twitter handle, app URL. This is actually the API that you'll be talking to. So for example, if you want to interact with the agent without using like the inbuilt app chat, you will be using this URL. And here you can actually check out the username and password as well for actually doing the basic auth. So once you're done with that, okay, this agent itself might have some problems. Let me just choose another one. Okay, this is fine. Right. So for example, Binji, this agent is live. I can chat with it using the API, or I can chat with it here in this inbuilt chat app as well. So let's click hi, it will talk to me. And what you can do here as a user using this, just by using the app interface, you can just feed it data as well. So for example, let's say what you want to tell it, okay, change it. It's the best hackathon organizers. Oh, yeah. And is data feed successful? Then you can just ask it the question, which organizer is best at boosting the cost. I think it will just reply you the correct answer. Yeah, this is one of the way you can actually fine-tune your agent. But of course, if you want to fine-tune it with some other ways, you can actually do it as well. So for example, let's go back to Binji. I can go here and I can select like different Twitter accounts that we have pre-selected for it to follow. Let's say EithenDA. So you'll follow this few accounts, and what we will do on the back end is that we scrape the tweets from all these accounts and just use it as a way as a data source for it to fine tune the agent. Same for Telegram as well. You can choose some of the defined Telegram channels. We do not have a way for you to choose a custom Twitter account or Telegram to for you to like fine tune it, because currently we don't support it yet. But if you do have some kind of Twitter accounts or Telegram channels that you want us to add into this predefined channels as a data source, you can actually come here. Yeah, you can just talk to us, and then we'll be able to. Sorry for that. Then you can actually we will actually add it for you. Yeah. So yeah, that's for fine tuning the agent. Editing the character is basically the same file that the same environment file that you have when you have done when you're doing your deployment. You can actually tune it, and it will immediately be updated on our site as well. So your agent will be updated within, let's say, 2 or 3 minutes once you're done editing this metadata. Right. So this is basically it from my side. For the demo, if you guys want to actually take a look at how to upload a new framework, I think my colleague has done up a pretty good. Let me just. Done out a pretty good tutorial here. Just expand it out. So yeah, this is what my colleague has shown. This is him actually uploading the hyperbolic framework. And you input the name, the description, the Docker image, Docker Hub ID, and the tag itself, which is copying. And then the agent logo, you can upload it anywhere that is retrievable. And for let's say the chat endpoint, you can just key in anything you want as well. So for example, here he just key in as chat. So this is the endpoint that you'll be interacting with, which is the API URL. And then for the chat schema here, it's just a very simple, you just choose the property to be a message of type string, and then the reply will be a response of type string as well. So that's what it's choosing here. And other things are optional. So for example, the GitHub URL, and also
excuse me, is he uploading the entire framework, like the hyperbolic? So it's like a few agents at a time, or I mean, one agent at a time, or several?
he's uploading the framework itself. So there's no agents involved yet. So basically he's defining what people will require to put in when they're actually deploying the agent using his framework. So you can think of it like an app store. We have this app store concept. You can upload your app if you want to, but you can also use any app that has been uploaded by other people and they if they have published it.
Oh, so like if I upload this framework, then I go back to the dashboard just like I did before, and then I can just pick my own framework that I've uploaded earlier to upload a new agent, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, but how do I upload like several agents at a time? Like how do I if I'm trying to do multi-agent system, how do I handle that? Like instead of just doing like agent one by one, like is there a way to do like batch, or how is that configured?
I think that will be a bit problematic. Yeah, you have to do it one by one. Yeah.
Oh, I see, I
So
see.
you have to basically deploy multiple agents. So you can ask me for multiple promo codes if you want to, and then you just use the API to talk to each other. That's the best way to do it at the moment. We don't really allow people to create different personas behind a single, like let's say a pod itself. It's not like there's a back room where different agents can chat with each other at the moment. Yeah, we don't support that with our platform at the moment.
Oh, okay, okay. So like basically to qualify for the price, like we just need one agent. We don't need like multi-agent system, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Right. Okay. So I believe there's a API doc that I've also submitted on the Discord channel. So if you have some issues with how to talk to it, like doing interaction with the agent through the API service for your app, so you can do the app interface. You can also ask on Discord or check out the documentation. My colleagues and I will be there to basically resolve your issues offline. I don't think this is the best environment for us to do it because it will just be problematic. So I think that will conclude this current session.